I have no idea what's going on here right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What it do in the intergalactic zoo? You are listening to the most unpopular podcast on earth, the podcast no one listens to yet all you bitches seem to be talking about. Exclusively on Jazalien Radio, the #1 radio station in the galaxy. I am your dealer, Jazel, Jazalien.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me right now. You like me.
You're welcome. First, I want to thank you for tuning in today. You could be doing anything else with your earthly time, but today you chose to do me, and for that I am what? Grateful. You deserve a round of applause, darling. Now, if you don't know who I am because you weren't paying attention to the last 30 seconds I've been speaking, then allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Jazalien, and I am a humanoid shape-shifting alien from an origin unknown. Aww. Birthed from a female human on the evening of July 29th, 1984. It was my mother's abduction and subsequent probing.
When she got duped in the butt by an alien.
You need to leave.
That obviously led to me being here. And by here, I mean stranded on a dyed planet, navigating a crumbling society, and living in a splendiferously dreadful place called New Jersey. A place missing several ozone layers due to Aquanet hairspray and Marlboro Lights. It's a place where neighbors fight over whether to call a dead pig a tailored ham or a pork roll. And it's a place known as New York City's dirtier, smellier cousin, which is most definitely the pot calling the kettle a black hole, sis. Anywho, it's a place that I call home. Since my inception on the 5th most largest planet in our solar system, I have generated multiple forms, darling. I have assimilated to life on your planet by using my shape-shifting abilities to basically hide in plain sight as a human of the male species. Was it a smart idea at first? Yes, because men have it easy on this planet. But speaking of history and current times, men are dumb. That's it, that's the message. Today I use my shape-shifting abilities to exist as a drag queen entertainer. You know, those fabulous creatures with the innate ability to make all things prettier, more sparkly, and better. Besides being the baddest bitch in the galaxy, shape-shifting allows me to transform into any queen the present challenge requires me to be. You want a comedy queen? Then let's have a chuckle. You want a pageant queen? Then let's snatch some crowns. You want a dark horse? Then turn off the lights and put on my zipper, zaddy. All in all, existing as my many selves in this world that constantly wants me to be just one thing has been the most challenging yet fulfilling experience. As someone that recognizes the layers of being, shape-shifting into different personas has allowed me to remain true to my many selves. When the layers are on, I represent a greater version of me. When the layers come off, I represent the truest version of me. This podcast is another one of those layers, baby. A creative project I can thrust into the abyss that is the internet, all for the purpose of sharing my earthbound experiences in hopes of better connecting with all of you. In hopes of being greater and truer versions of ourselves together, one layer at a time. Yeah, that's my new single. One layer at a time. Something. Yeah, that's it, baby. That's it. This project is a mashup, or as the Webster's Dictionary likes to call it, an amalgamation of reality and escapism. A realm where truth and imagination coexist, creating a world that is uniquely, you guessed it, Jazalien. This is a space that I have created to further express myself artistically, a space for connection, a space for growth, and a space for love. An outlet that allows me to express myself in a much more creative and in-depth way. Top of all of that, it's also a space for talking shit. Both mine and yours. Things can and will get personal and even messy, and that's great. Let's unpack all of that shit. Let's get to the lesson so we can receive the blessing. Can I get a up in this bitch? You being here with me validates this experience so much more. Why you don't ask? Well, my first podcast failed, baby. Rest in peace to What's the Gravity? And it failed because I failed. Because I stopped pushing forward. But now here I am, giving it another go. Because these dreams just aren't going to make themselves come true unless I do. That's part of my campaign, y'all. Because in the words of Lil' Kim, a queen is not a queen because she has failed. A queen is a queen because failure has not stopped her. If I'm only good at one thing, then I hope it continues to be the ability to keep on keeping on. Not just for me, but to inspire others to do the same as well. Listen, bitch, no matter how big or small those obstacles may be, no matter how big and small those leaps may be, no matter how big or small those steps may be, no matter how insignificant it may seem to others or even you, bitch, you keep on fucking keeping on. Listen here, if existing is the only thing you have to do to further piss a motherfucker off, then you extend your lifeline. You show them how it's done. Good, bad, ugly, in between. I promise you, Jazalien Nation, you're gonna love it here. And I think you already do. Our social media has been overwhelmed with tags and DMs saying just how much you all are already enjoying the show, and that makes my green little heart so happy. Actually, I think I have time before commercial breaks to play one of the voice text adventures on the show. Just give me a second. I've got it right here, and yes, here we go. So this is username @VannaBanana, messaging all the way from South D. Hey Vanna, what's the gravity?
Oh my goodness, now I'm just so excited. I get to be caller 300,417. My name is Savannah, and I'm calling all the way from the south of Pakistan, and I just want to say, this has been the most fun I have ever had here on this planet Earth. This show has absolutely taught me that there is a life outside of my Piggly Wiggly. But now that I am here, can I just please make a request? I want to hear that new hot jam that all these youngins have been requesting. I want that one to be my request too.
You got it, babes. Now, would you give a shout out to your favorite radio station in the galaxy?
Well, of course, we are listening to the most unpopular podcast on Earth, only on Jazalien Radio.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you as part of the Jazalien Nation family, especially now that you've changed your ways. I mean, come on, Savannah. You have to know, you all have to know, that there is a life outside of your piggles and wiggles. You silly fucking bitch. But now let's get to my favorite part of working at a radio station, and that's all of the free food I get to eat while our sponsors pay these bills. But first, as requested by Savannah, here is the bop you freaks want me to drop only on Jazalien Radios, the most unpopular podcast on Earth. Yeah.
most unpopular podcast on earth here on Jazalien.
And we are biggity back to the most unpopular podcast on earth here on Jazalien Radio. I am your host, putting the booty in delicious, Jazel, Jazalien. Today has been mad chill. I'm like so glad I decided to go on this ride, and I'm glad y'all decided to cut class and skip work and leave your husbands and ditch your kids and come on this ride with me too. It's been a vibe, a really good vibe. And speaking of good vibes, are you ready for Pride season 2025? I, along with some of your favorite local drag superstars, will be kicking off Pride season this upcoming Sunday, June 8th, 2025 from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Rockland County Pride in Nyack, New York. This is a free, fun and fabulous, family-friendly event, which means I not only hope to see some familiar faces in the crowd, but some new ones as well. Cause that I mentioned it's free, darling. And y'all know, if it's free, it's for me. Anywho, it's always a great time entertaining the folks over in Nyack, and I'm excited for you all to see what I have for this year's Pride. It's gonna be Lady Like Smitty, the boots house down, bing boop bop, oh, or whatever the hell these kids are saying nowadays, bitch, because yeah, I don't even fucking go here. I don't know. This is what people do at podcasts. This is what they do. Is like, no, this is what I do. You're welcome. I love my fans. Thank you. You support this foolishness. And I'm just going to be more grateful. As for what to expect next, well, every 2 weeks starting today, you can expect new episodes of the most unpopular podcast on earth here on Jazalien Radio or wherever you stream your favorite podcast. And it's a juicy bubble butt. To make sure you're always in the loop, feel free to follow us on Facebook at The Most Unpopular Podcast on Earth, on Instagram at The Most Unpopular Podcast, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Most Unpopular Podcast on Earth. Say that 3 times really fast with a mouthful of nuts. You can also follow me on all social platforms under @Jazalien. That's JAZALIEN. Because that's who I am, and that's where the fuck I be. As for us, Jazalien Nation, my beautiful creatures, this marks the end of today's episode. Not just my mental one, but the one you have been listening to for the past 15-20 minutes or so. I want to again thank all of you for joining me in my little corner of the universe. Speaking into the void has never, ever, Miss Jackson, felt more satisfying. You pretending to care makes it all worthwhile. Seriously though, thank you for welcoming me into your home, into your heart, and soon enough, your hungry holes. And always remember, kids, you are superstars. Keep your head held high, keep your eyes on the skies. Cause you never know, you could see a UFO, and I just might be the one driving it, bitch. Peace, love, and stardust. I love you for listening. Bye. Bye.